for watching our entry for the Power BI contest. My name is Martin Kratky. I'm one of the co-founders of Finviews, a startup that was launched in April 2013. At Finviews, our aim is to empower investors with unparalleled insight into financial data. Specifically, we offer real-time access to any detail of financial reports lodged with the authorities by stock exchange-listed companies. We combine this information with pricing data, fund holding information, like for example, who owns what particular stocks at the moment, and economic indicators. In addition to a variety of interactive analysis options, our focus is to provide predictive analytics where users can simulate, for example, the outcomes of changes in corporate performance and related share price effects. Our data currently comprises around 80,000 reports filed by 9,500 entities and 28,000 investment instruments of companies and investment instruments that are currently listed on the Nasdaq and New York Stock Exchange. For this contest, we put together a Power BI model that uses a sample of 3 sectors from our SQL Server data warehouse. In addition to all front-end components, we have used Power Query to load stock information from the MSN web service. So let's have a look at the real thing. The underlying Power Pivot workbook contains 5 reports. The first one is an overview of different aspects of our data. For example, on this sheet, users can look at data for a particular company or a combination of companies, see the particular measure or measures, for example, revenues, see how the stock price of this company has performed, and also how the company performs in regards to selected measure against the peer group. Finally, we have a breakdown of fund holdings, so who are currently the major investors in this particular company. Of course, the users are free here to change the point of view, or if they need more advanced insights, they can access all aspects of the underlying data model for further details by just dragging and dropping the particular item into the pivot table report. What's possible here as well is geospatial analysis using Power Map. Here we have now the Power Map interface. Again, we've got all our measures and dimensions on the right side, and we can just start our analysis. For example, analyze what are the highest postcodes by net income. So we just select the particular measure. And now we can see already for our sample data set where are the key states. So for example, we can zoom in on California and see we've got fairly big numbers here in regards to net income. So looks like here postcode 95014 is a very high performer. So what we can do now here as well is to put this into perspective, add a 2D chart, and now we can navigate directly from here. So for example, if you click on this, Power Map will automatically navigate to this postcode, and we can have a look now at the data. We combine this now with additional information. So for example, have a look at how does this perform, or what's the performance like by the sector. So we can just take now the sector and drag it as our category. And so we see for the moment here pretty much everything is manufacturing, but if we go back to the overview, we can now see how the different sectors perform. For example, here we see strong focus on manufacturing, and in postcode 94043 on services. If we put a time line here as well, we can see also how this develops over time. see how things have changed in regards to net income over time. A quite nice, interesting analysis. Okay, back to our workbook. The next report in our model is focusing on income statements. So here the user can again select particular companies, they can select a sector, and is supported by charts and intelligent visualizations. For example, at a glance they can see how are different measures comparing against the prior quarter. And for example, everything that's above 10% at the moment is shown in green, and everything below 10% is in red. And if I want to change that, I can just change the threshold here, and again the visualization will automatically adapt. The next report in our workbook shows fund holding information. So how have different companies or different sectors, how have they performed? What companies were bought overall by funds and what companies were sold? Respectively, what are the sector winners and sector losers? So quite interesting insights into trends. How is the market developing? So here we can see at the moment the sector winner is services prepackaged software. Again, the user can look at this detail for every time period, and they can again access the entire model if they want. The next report in our model is an interactive dashboard based on Power View that shows financial statement information, key performance indicators, market capitalization, funds information, as well as economic indicator and mappings. On the mappings, the users can see at the moment the distribution of how are funds managers investing in different postcodes. Again, of course, this is fully flexible, and if the users want to, they can add or remove companies here that they want to compare and analyze. The final aspects of our Power BI model that we'd like to demonstrate is Q&A, the new feature for natural language queries. So here we now can just type in our questions in natural language, for example, net income by company. Power BI will come back with the right numbers, and we can, in addition to the recommended chart, switch to other types of charts, for example, a line or tables. And we can, of course, also vary our questions, so actually directly just type our question. Power BI selects typically the best suited potential queries and immediately shows the data. So, in summary, what we wanted to demonstrate with this Power BI model is the intelligent integration of different financial data aspects like financial statement information, stock price, fund manager holdings, and economic indicators. The ability for users to very flexibly analyze and visualize on the entire warehouse, historical data and peer group analysis, the amazing geospatial analysis options provided by Power Map, the equity holding trends from institutional investment managers or certain F reports, and finally the options for natural language queries. Please don't hesitate to look at our website for further information or contact us using the following details. Thank you very much.